What is up, all you beautiful people? I wanted to run through some technical analysis with waves and theta here. So these two projects are very interesting, and I want to talk about them and run through some technical analysis. Now, I've been hearing a lot about theta and waves, that they could be very good long-term holds, and also token metrics seems to like them as long-term holds as well. So I actually wanted to run through some technical analysis before I do more in-depth research to what they are and what they do, just because I think it'll be interesting to see what I think before I understand them. And yeah, so let's just run through some technical analysis with these two. And yeah, at the end of the video, I'll talk about GSX. So guys, if you like the sound of that, I'd like to ask you if you could please like, subscribe, comment, and share, and hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. So right off the bat, I want to start off here with Theta because I see something really interesting. So immediately, this is a very clear cup and handle. Makes a lot of sense. We saw a continuation here. So yeah, we pumped 30%. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. This was a clear cup and handle right here. So for the moment, the thing I note with Theta is that we're very clearly range bound. So in my opinion, we're very likely to see a continuation of this exact pattern until we make a macro higher, either a lower low or a higher high. Yeah, so let's take a look here at our EMAs. Yeah, we're right. Okay, so we're currently on top of our EMAs. Okay, RSI. Let's see here. Making higher highs, lower highs. Yeah, MACD still has room to go up on the 4-hour. So let's look at the daily here. Okay, see, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. So on the daily, we can clearly tell that we're range bound in, between our EMAs. So to understand or try and understand where direction might go, where price action may go, we really need to see break above and hold above our EMAs, or break below and stay below our EMAs to understand direction. So for example, if we close on the daily fully above our EMAs, I would wager that we're very likely to see higher highs in continuation of an upward trend. If we close below the 200 EMA here in the daily, I think we're very likely to retest the 200 EMA at 48 cents. So I think the critical thing to look out for with Theta in order to see continuation of a bullish trend is we need to maintain above the 100 EMA there on the daily. I think that's like the main thing. We can clearly see price action reacting to the 100 EMA on the daily here. Yeah, so so I'd say if we can hold above the 100 EMA on the daily, I think we're very likely to see continued uptrending. Yeah, see on the daily too, RSI is very indeterminate. Same with MACD, very indeterminate indicators. And so, yeah, just the most important thing is maintaining above that, in my opinion. If we can continue to maintain above this, in my opinion, I think we're likely to see continuation of a bullish trend, although we are range bound. And again, even more important here is the weekly. So our weekly 20-day EMA is right at the 55, yeah, roughly just above 55 cents. So if we are to see a pullback, I think we're going to fall back down to there and retest this low here at basically 55.3, 55.4, 56 cents, roughly around there. So we need to, yeah, I think that's the most likely scenario at this point. I think we're going to fall. I mean, actually, hold on. I think bearish crossover on the weekly, RSI making lower highs. Yeah, I think, guys, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but if I had to wager, I'd say we're probably in a short-term micro downtrend where we're likely to retest a previous low in price action or one of our significant EMAs. Yeah, if we do indeed fall back down here to the 55, 56 cent range, which I think is likely at this point, in my opinion, I could be wrong, we need to see that we hold above, that we test this as support, and if we can, I would wager that in the mid to long term, Theta could see a continued movement upwards. Now, before I move on from Theta, I think it's worth mentioning that Token Metrics also ranks Theta as one of their best long-term holds. So, take that with a grain of salt. Take that, take from that what you will. Now, moving on to Waves. Waves is another super interesting coin. Now, let's see. I'm going to zoom out a little bit more here. Let's take a look at the weekly. Oh, guys. So, we can only see price action from February, but this is clearly a cup and handle. For those who don't know, cup and handles are one of the most bullish price action patterns that a security can form. Yeah. So, wow. I wish I would have seen this earlier, because, like, I would have, if I would have seen us like break above these levels or even this level, I would have longed the shit out of that. Let's see. Oh god, I wish I was paying attention to this when this happened. Yeah, it pumped 45%. Look at that. It pumped over 70%. So, like, if I were like looking back in like late August, or no, if I was looking early November, and if I was paying attention to this, I would have waited to see if we blow past this high. If we indeed did and like closed above it, I probably would have longed this. So in terms of what's happening now, these candles clearly tell us that price action is indeterminate, and whenever we have a pump, we usually have a pullback. So let's zoom in a bit more, see if we can gain any more info. RSI, yeah, RSI making lower highs. MACD, hold on here. Bearish crossover. Oh yeah. I'd say just based off the daily here, we're likely to at the very least see further consolidation. Which, I mean, we've already had a pullback, and we tested our 20 EMA on the daily. So now I believe we're just forming kind of a wedge here, and we're waiting for a breakout. So let's see here. Yeah, so I think this is kind of the thing I'm looking out for here. It's gonna either be a wedge or a descending triangle. Either way, it means the same thing, which is we're going to move sideways near an apex. Once we near an apex, the end point of this wedge or this descending triangle, we're going to decide what way we break out. Whatever way we do break out, there's a high likelihood chance that we're likely to see a continuation in whatever direction we break out from our wedge or descending triangle here. So a few things to keep in mind here is on the 4-hour, we can clearly see price reacting to the 100 EMA. So we need to see the 100 EMA continue to hold as support if we are to assume that we're going to get continued bullish price action. If we cannot, obviously the next stop here is the 200, which if time were to continue here, the 200 could line up probably to around these lows in price action. So, if we are indeed to get like another pullback, if there's more correction in store, I think these ranges around the 50 or $5.70, $5.80 makes a lot of sense, because by then maybe the 200 EMA will be close to these regions. Now I think the $5.60 makes a lot more sense here, because that's the bottom of the price action. Yeah, so imagine it took 2-3 days to fall back down. The 200 EMA might be closer to this, and that's where the previous low was. So bottom line, guys, if we cannot break above this green line, I think it's just a matter of time before we retest our 100 or 200 EMA on the 4-hour. If indeed that does happen, we need to see either the 100 or the 400 hold in order to assume, continued bullish price action in the mid to long term. So, that's kind of what I'm looking out for in terms of technical analysis. Now, let's look at our RSI. So RSI making higher highs, higher lows, which is interesting. So, in my opinion, I'd wager that we're attempting to break out. Now we can clearly see with the long look to the upside that we got rejected hard. So we'll see what's happening. Now let's take a look at our MACD. Very indeterminate, has room to go up for sure though. Now if we, let's look at our 1 hour. Guys, one day I'm going to have multiple monitors to throw up the RSI and MACD, because it's so squished together. I hope you guys don't mind too much. Ooh, okay, this is somewhat interesting. So, on the hourly here, could be forming a descending triangle, because we can clearly see that price action is forming a base right there. So, this is very interesting, because Whatever way we break out of this triangle here, if we break up, I think we're gonna retest this green line. If we break down, you know, I think we're gonna be falling, guys. I think we're gonna be falling to one of our perhaps one of our EMAs. I think more likely than not, our green line here, or one of our EMAs in the higher time frames. We'll have to see, but we're in the near term here. We're forming a descending triangle, and which means we're gonna have we're nearing an apex. We're gonna have a breakout soon. Whatever way, you know, price action breaks out from a pattern, typically we see continued trending in whatever direction it breaks out. So we'll have to see. This is pretty interesting stuff. So let's zoom in a little bit more. Okay, yeah, we're holding above our EMAs on the 5 minute, which is good. Oh, guys, we're literally attempting right now. This is very interesting. I could even draw this differently too. This could be a channel as well, like just literally just a sideways channel. There's many ways you can draw this. And guys, look, technical analysis is interesting, but it's not the end all be all, right? It's just a thing that gives you like just you know, a better, higher probability of somewhat understanding what's going on. But you know, price, you can't tell the future. None of this. What I'm trying to get across is that all this technical analysis isn't a guarantee. All right, it's just kind of it's an indicator. All this technical analysis just helps you know, indicate possibilities. So yeah, guys, you know, please like and subscribe, comment and share, and hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads if you like what we do here. I'm going to be doing more research into what waves and theta are themselves, and like what, you know, the actual use cases going forward here. I just thought it'd be interesting to do some TA before I did some more research, so I can like you know, I don't know, I just thought it would be interesting. So I think I've rambled on long enough here. So yeah, I think I've gotten most of my thoughts out there. So before I wrap up the video though, hold on. Okay, before I wrap up, I'm gonna take the opportunity to talk about GSX, gold-backed cryptocurrency. I bring this up because if you like the idea of gold-backed cryptocurrency, and you want to participate, there's a 5% sign-up bonus down in the description below, and I get a commission based off that. I get a kickback, so it's almost like a sponsorship. So just to run through what this thing is, Apollo Fintech made, you know, GSX. Apollo Fintech runs these gold mines. Half of the profits from these gold mines will go to actually back into crypto itself. 30% sign-up bonus. They're selling it for 10 cents. They're working on a Binance listing. This is their timeline. Guys, I'm going to leave a link down in the description below to their website, a white paper, and a video where I delve in depth the pros and cons with this thing. They'll pay yearly dividends, and they will be doing a token burn. So, guys, please do your own research, practice risk management, portfolio diversification, and understand your own risk tolerances. Okay, guys, yeah, so, you know, if you like it, link down in the description below. But guys, please like, subscribe, comment, and share, and hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. We started a Discord and a Twitter where we talk crypto, you know, trading stuff. So, you know, to join that will be down in the description as well. Please check those things out. And as well, if you want to buy a ledger, you know, it's one of the safest ways to store your crypto. You can store crypto safely, plenty of free ways. But if you're interested in buying a ledger, you know, consider checking out our link down in the description below. If you buy something using our link, we get a kickback. It doesn't cost you anything, but yeah, just something to consider. That is it for now, y'all. I'll talk to you later.